Stream after like a week. Right, we have quite a lot to catch up here. I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow as well. And I think that after this stream, tomorrow's stream after that, should be all caught up. No, I use games. That's okay. You guys saw nothing. It's gonna be this screen for like 2 more minutes. If there is a game, it's on the old patch. There's a chat bot, a chat box. Okay, it's gonna take 3 minutes to download the previous patch. Enough of throat singing. Definitely gonna get a strike for this. This is a one map series. I definitely think I'm gonna stream another series here. No, that's the webcam. What's going on with the webcam? Is the webcam dying here? Yeah, that's a white pixel unless I cover it. Do you guys see that? Anyone on stream sees that? I didn't hear, but I have my finger. Yeah, it's definitely there. Definitely there. Wow, it's taking so long to load, my goodness. Wasn't used to this already. Oh, that's wrong score. Now it's the right score. Welcome everybody to another joust series. We have here in the color orange. Playing as the Delhi Sultanate. It is Lewis here on beautiful Danube River. We're gonna go over the Danube River here in a second. But on the other hand, in the blue, I'm gonna call him Sam. That's what I'm used to. Playing as the French on deer as well, so not going for water. It's very interesting. It might not matter. I'll go over the theory in a second. So, features here of Danube River. You have good old Danube here. This is definitely a map that was thought for competition, not one of those that was thought for like war reasons. As you see Lewis on water here, I'll go over water in a little bit. So you have this little island here, which I guess would be like the north bank or the south bank of the Danube. You always have at least a big gold. Here you have two big golds. Sometimes it's a gold and a stone. You have usually two relics. There's only one relic, but you have two boars. And you always have one sacred site. There's always a sacred site here in this little island. For our purposes, it is an island. Even though it's a peninsula, in this peninsula here. On the outside, we have the other sacred site here, like very adjacent to the bridge. There's even a gap here. You cannot fight the sacred site with water, but water can definitely support a fight. Especially if you're trying to push through this choke point, you can have ships like on either side, especially very much in the late game, trying to support fighting in this area or this area. No, but usually they don't come into play. You have two sacred sites, two trade posts, one in each corner, and all of the major resources around this area. Most of the wood and most of the gold and food, except the two big golds. The two big golds could actually be a big maneuver. For Lewis here, he is water. This is uncontested. It's always uncontested. You have this bridge here. It is destructible now. It used to not be. But now it is destructible, so you could use an arrow ship and a demo ship to destroy it quickly. Excuse me about that. So, and make this crossing here with, like, prevent units from crossing. I think the debris stay here and prevent units from rolling through anyway. And going back to this, like, Lewis is investing heavily on water here. Both players with around the same amount of battle time, so Lewis is definitely winning here on the workers department. We sounds, yeah, but very barely. That was pretty good. We're getting a Chamber of Commerce from Sam. Like, you might as well greed out all the way and just build it in the corner of the map. So Sam is going trade, Lewis is going water with Delhi. And I'm mentioning with Delhi because these ships are able to defend themselves. They only have 4 attack. It's against other ships, it's very negligible. But against Dark Age and even some Feudal Age units, it's not. They will be able to defend themselves against like spears or archers. On low count, so it pretty much guarantees that early water that you want to have as Delhi against Dark Age pushes. You're gonna have a Dome of the Faith. I really, really like this Dome of the Faith. You're going for an economic build already with the water, so you might as well. Might as well go Dome of the Faith, get those stacks very early, and try to outpace your opponent in the mid-game. But Sam here is going Chamber of Commerce. So, Dome of the Faith is double better here, because you're never going to get the tempo on a French player, even going Chamber of Commerce. Because they have knights, right? The first few knights are always going to be very powerful. So the Dome of the Faith's power will catch up to the Tower of Victory in Feudal Age when the upgrades kick in. And the upgrades will kick in under Dome of the Faith faster than they do if you go Tower of Victory. So that's where I'm standing here. So we have a mosque here going for efficient productions first. Yeah, so let's see how things develop. I think we got an interesting game on our hands here. Sam going absolute ham here on the 8. This is 11 workers on deer. This is gonna end so quickly. The next deer is over here, and it's in the trade path. So I think Sam will know about it. Sam also, for the time being, I think he can just work off of the free traders. You can also consider, yeah, you definitely should get double broadaxe. At this stage of the game, that's another free trader. He's getting the mining upgrade. Is he thinking, so, yeah, he's definitely thinking of getting knights, so he shouldn't be making too many traders. But he needs to continue doing this, and, yeah, now is the time. Double stable against French is insane. I was expecting stable and barracks. Double stable is insane. They're just not gonna have enough firepower to beat the knights. But on the other hand, if Sam blindly makes knights archers, he's not making knight archer. But if he were to blindly make knight archer, it's definitely an opportunity because those archers would have been worthless. There is this wall here on one of the river crossings, which means, like, the Ghazi Raiders cannot pass through this wall unless I am pretty sure this is not a gap. And this is definitely not a gap on this side, so I think Sam did something like a wall from here to here, just to make sure, and that's what we got. We are getting the equivalent wall here from Lewis. I think this is too conservative. This could be open right there. Oh, but look at Sam being a little bit paranoid. This is open. This is definitely open, though. Sam is being paranoid, and for good reason. There are Ghazi Raiders out there. Ghazi Raiders do have that bonus damage against heavy, that +2, which Yeah, I don't think it can be slapped upon. Makes them have 14 attack. 14 attack against the 3 armor, that's 9 damage. It's bad, but it's not awful. It's not awful, and this is one thing that can happen. If Lewis has enough APM to split his units, he can definitely start getting those traders and trying to get villagers as well, and run away wherever the knights are, forcing Sam to split his knights as well. But fighting head-on like this, not a good idea for Sam. He was gonna try to keep this wall open anyway. I want to see if Lewis... Oh, Lewis definitely knows about the Chamber of Commerce. So that's why he's out here trying to camp this area. He knows there are traders out here. So no units killed thus far. Ooh, that's gonna be the first trader down. That's a major commitment from Sam that just got killed. Losing a Ghazi Raider now wouldn't even be the end of the world for Lewis. But he wants to keep the numbers up. The thing is, Ghazi Raiders are ever so slightly faster than Knights. And once you start talking about a 6-to-1 fight, yeah, it's gonna be good for Lewis. He kills a Knight. Ghazi Raider did get killed, but this is so good for Lewis. Yeah, and as Sam keeps closing in on the production, I think he's on 2 stables. Yeah, he's on 2 stables, most definitely. Getting a smith as well. I am so expecting Sam to get ranged armor, because that's what everybody gets. It's ranged armor or ranged damage, which usually makes sense. Here, no ranged units. Don't bother. You get melee armor or melee damage. Usually French players end up getting... yeah, melee damage is free. So they definitely should get melee armor here. Really help to mitigate this damage. Ooh, they got a lot of charges in. That Ghazi Raider shouldn't see the day of tomorrow. 7 HP and yeah, nice little accidental sacrifice on Lewis. I think Lewis only wants to get his units up the hill, making them harder to see. But there's a scout here. The scout can see very well up the hill. And as soon as this wall closes, yeah, Sam redid this wall, and this wall is now completed. This one as well, so there will be no further attacks on the trade. 1 trader down. Missed opportunity for Lewis, right? But Lewis is healing, and I don't think Sam... Yeah, Sam will be healing too, but much slower. Sam really wants to, like, charge and get away, take a little bit of damage while dealing a lot of damage himself, so that he can heal. Because now I think he just got Chivalry. Yeah, that's definitely... I'm not going to say it's the purpose of Chivalry, but that's a great way of utilizing it. Just get into fights, not get a unit killed and pull back, but the more units that are out on the field, the harder that is to do. Yeah, now you have the guy... Oh, these Ghazi Raiders need to be faster. I think these units are not going to meet. Oh, Sam was watching. This fight, I think, is good for Sam, unless someone does some good micro. Oh no, the monk's going to die! Oh, but so does a knight, and this is the kind of fight Sam wanted to take. Except he doesn't want the knights to die. These knights are so expensive. But he killed a scholar, so a scholar for a knight. Not sure that was a good trade for Sam, but it's something. Yeah, these Ghazi Raiders are faster, and oh, I think this knight is gonna die. I think it just made it. Just made it. Yeah, if this wall goes down fast, this is a lot of Ghazi Raiders. No, Sam not paying attention is gonna lose another knight. That's a big tragedy, especially after saving this 2 HP one. Oh my, not going the way Sam wanted. Lewis here with a small advantage. What? Why is Sam making spears? Why is Sam making archers? Why is he making archers? Oh, either double down on the knights or make spears. But archers is just not the play here. These archers are going to be so obsolete in the next few fights. Yeah, getting range damage. You get archers. You get range damage, sure. I fully expect the attacks to be very close right now. It's Yeah, around 12 to 13 minutes when they come online here. Usually it's a little bit earlier. It's 10:30 to 11:30, but yeah, we went dock. And that's paying off. That's definitely paying off. Ooh, this is gonna get... Ooh, definitely at least 8 traders should go down. This worker here completely warning Sam, but Sam's not doing anything. That's another 2 traders down. Ooh, and if Lewis understands any little bit about the game, he leaves, but instead he's doubling down. Doubling down like this army should have been here trying to leave. Alright, it's gonna get an archer. Maybe getting a worker. Out here in the center, the knight trying to do something. Yeah, but too many Ghazi Raiders dying almost for free. That totally eliminated a massive part of the advantage here for Lewis. Yeah, Lewis, though, for his troubles, he is about to get both sacred sites. The timer, I don't think is important, because Sam will definitely clear the timer. But it's the gold. He already has 600 gold. 3 workers on it. I would pull the workers. No need to have them when you have both sacred sites. As we've established last season, the sacred sites actually generate more gold than... Like, each sacred site generates more gold than a single relic. 2 sacred sites are equivalent to like 4.5 relics? 5 relics? Something like that. It's not quite 2 relics. Yeah, this is good. This is good for Lewis. Lewis here with a supply lead. Of course, 22 of that supply is fish. But 6 of the supply is traders for Sam. So it's not like Sam doesn't have anything. Yeah, and I like the age up. I like the age up. I also want to see, yeah, loads of barracks going up. Well, more than that, just make a lot of barracks. Mixing in spears with men-at-arms would be a good option. We're trying to burn this wall. Yeah, like that. Yeah, the army needs to be attentive, but Sam knows exactly where the target is. This would be a great target right now. These archers are out of position, but Lewis doesn't know that. And because he doesn't know that, he's just gonna go... He's gonna go for the jugular, but Sam is wearing a neck brace, and he pulls the neck brace away! That trader goes down! Oh, and Lewis doesn't want to fight this. He's gonna take a little bit of damage, but going around the trade post is gonna be great against these archers. Oh, the archers are stationary. Yeah, the archers are not gonna get a hit, so I think not a single Ghazi Raider was lost. Oh, the lumber mill messing up the math here. No, don't fight! Don't fight! Get away, get away, get away! Ooh, let's see, Lewis wants to get those upgrades as soon as he can. And he has to get some spears into this fight. He has 14 spears? Yeah, 14 spears should actually be enough. Oh, and he's gonna try to pull off a maneuver. Let's see if the spears become obsolete thanks to the archers, then this is a bad fight. But, ooh, good targeting by Sam. Good targeting by Sam. Only 6 spears in the fight. Ooh, this is definitely not enough. Oh, good micro from both parties. Nice attempt here on the archers. Ghazi Raiders are just not good enough, and it's just right as they're getting upgraded. Oh, Lewis pulling back all the knights. Oh, look at me underestimating the Ghazi Raiders. Yeah, but there's a wall. That's all right. Yeah, no food. Not enough food for Sam to age up. So as soon as the upgrades kick in, these are regular Ghazi Raiders still. As soon as the upgrades kick in, this should be... Like, if Sam gets all of his army together, then that's good. But, like, the archers were not useless. There were spears in there. They weren't as powerful as you would think. Interesting walls, yeah. Keeping your heartland safe. Giving up the trade post, though. If that wall is... Like, I understand it's very far away from where you want to defend, but, like, these are 7 traders. It's like 5 traders that got killed. There are some villagers in there as well, but like these traders are good. They would have been better if there's a market here, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Sam's going for a guild hall. I really don't understand the guild hall in this situation. Maybe it's like is build all the time. Doesn't really know how to use the academy. Um, the institute. So I get it from that perspective, or to get a free keep. But other than that, with trade, do you really benefit that much from the guild hall? Yeah, look at Sam getting his upgrades right away. We're going up to the Hussar Academy here in Imp for Lewis. And don't forget the timer is still going. No, it's not going actually. This sacred site has been decapped. Yeah, getting the relics here. Lewis playing this one really well. Really well. I'm considering his history here. This is a massive improvement from where he was last month. So, but Sam is a tough player. He's adding a lot of spears. So, Knight Spear should definitely beat Gazi Raider's Spear. Adding in a few Arbaletrier as well. That I really like. Arbaletrier are a fantastic unit. And if he gets the melee, if he gets Gambazons, which is granting them loads of melee armor, they can be pretty good against other, definitely against melee infantry, but even against the Gazi Raiders they can be okay. These Gazi Raiders, they get absolutely slaughtered by these Castle Age spears. These are all veteran, these are Castle Age Gazi Raiders, and they fall down so easily. Whoa, what a fight for Sam! What a fight for Sam, no support from the elephants. Wow, and all the fish idle as well. No, you need to get those fishing ships to work. There you go, there you go. So Spearmen and Dumbos, definitely the way to go. I would add even some Crossbowmen. He definitely has economy for it. Ooh, Sam doing this pit stop, not sure about that. Just keep the scout there and move everything else. Time is really of the essence for Sam. Sam, I think, is definitely letting Lewis get away with murder a little bit here. Just got his whole army wiped out. And he's Imp. Do you really want Lewis to get an army? That's going to be... I don't know about better, but it's definitely going to be more tacked up than yours. Alright, we have a few spears. I want to see if... no, there were no worker kills. Look at the army value. It's double for Sam. Oh, I think... yeah, that's definitely 4 relics. 4 relics. Yeah, this is the last relic. So Lewis got himself some gold. Ooh, this is a lot of workers. Are definitely going to go down. And ooh, this is just... this is an ominous sight. Neither party can see the other one because of the forest. This is an ominous sight. Lewis shouldn't stand a chance here. But Sam is giving him a little bit of time to make his play. Yeah, that's a lot of workers going down. 4, 5 thus far. What do you expect? Yeah, not all of these, but most of these. Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 more. Yeah, these Dumbles should make quick work of only these few knights. Yeah, that was definitely 1 worker down. It's 10 to 8. Lewis with not enough APM or attention to really play here. And run all of this? Man, his economy is going down. Where's the army? Where is the army? 38 army. Where are all the spears? Oh, 9 spears on you. Really needed these spears. Wow, Sam here with a bit of a maneuver. Lewis not really responding well at all. Wow, 16, definitely 16 workers gonna die here. Oh no, this worker is just passing, that's fine. Ooh, not really caring about the outpost. That's a lot of gold villagers. These are still veteran spearmen. These upgrades, they just take so long. Wow, Lewis Imp needs a lot of work, but up the castle age he played really well. Unfortunately for Lewis, I think without the economy lead that he had, I don't think this is gonna work. Oh, this is a madrasa. Getting silk bowstrings first. But he's not getting, is he getting archers? No, he's not getting archers. Why silk bowstrings first? I feel biology would have been the better tack. Yeah, or even elite army tactics for the spears. Definitely, I would definitely have taken biology. Maybe he just hit all of the keys on his keyboard, and that's what he did. Yeah, not ideal, not ideal. Lewis making a few blunders here in it. Sam, though, we are saying this. Sam, I think he's trying to save for him. He's not in the greatest position either. He doesn't really have any passive income. All of it is dependent on his traders and his workers. Didn't even go water. So for Lewis, he doesn't even have the incentive of going trying to attack Sam's water. Why bother? This is gonna be Lewis's last stand here. He can definitely win this fight. But yeah, this is a massive army that Sam is hiding. But Lewis should expect... I don't know if he should expect the range. But knights, he saw knights, and I think he saw spears as well. Oh my god, I want to see how much a long dive barn is going to take. Holy crap, 6 minutes, such a good tack. Provides so many resources. But we're going to get a forward red palace and a mining camp. So if Lewis is going to attack the trade, okay, I understand it, but I definitely understand. And we're getting a few arbaletier here in the center. Oh my, look at Lewis getting his own walls. I don't know why they gave this ability to Delhi. This is very Julius Caesar era Rome inspired, for those of you who are aware about the exploits, especially in Gaul, really everywhere, where these walls were such a massive part of the strategy. Right, so Lewis pushes this position. This is a keep as well. Yeah, that's a red palace in the center of the map. Look at the area it covers. It covers so much area. Also comes with arbaletier emplacements, so any armored unit here is screwed. But again, you don't want to keep fighting far by themselves. So keeps either if your opponent really chooses to fight, then you're going to fight under the keeps with your army, and then they will be great support. Or you want to use them to hide your siege. Oh my, it's going to be a big raid. A big, nasty raid. Yeah, the army... Wow, there's a lot of lancers here. The infantry is going to try to defend, but Sam is eventually going to run Lewis out of the game here with just... How many workers is going to be able to kill? It's down 32. At this stage of the game, yeah, elephants are just so slow. 144 speed against the 194 charging knights. 162, I believe. Oh my, Lewis is trying to play the slow game here. This is a keep under the wall. Yeah, but if you're fighting with against an army under the keep, then the keep's going to deal so much damage to your units that it's definitely worth it. Yeah, but there's the infantry. The infantry is going to defend this raid. That's okay. That would have been okay for Lewis if he wasn't getting raided as well. Oh my, and... Yeah, the army of Lewis is dead here. Lewis should have retreated back to the sacred site or something. Heading a keep, only heading a keep now. Okay, all of the army is dead. Lewis still with an advantage? Oh, that's crazy. Equal supplies, but don't forget that it's a lot less, a lot less army for, a lot less economy, excuse me, for Lewis. Now we're seeing a bit of a decline because skirmish is happening. Not a great fight. Yeah, there's a little keep here. Not using village fortresses. Yeah, I'm not gonna pin this game on that. I think Lewis just doesn't get to imp too often. That's the unfortunate situation here. Doesn't have enough reps. Getting that late game usually wins or loses in Castle Age. Alright, gonna make a significant push with a significant portion of his army. Unfortunately, this army really goes down to the spears and the arbaletier of Sam, but attacking on two fronts in this stage of the game could be worth it. Ooh. Alright, the units are not just passing here. We are seeing an attempt at a fight. And oh my, actually, Tithe Barnes is going to come in, and boom, Tithe Barnes comes in. What can Lewis realistically do? Lewis could actually target the trade and the farms. And there isn't actually too much that can stop the army. Don't forget that we're talking mostly infantry, but again, more workers are going to go down here. They'll survive on 1 HP, that's crazy. These are elite knights with loads of upgrades. Definitely full melee attack upgrades. Attacking the fish. Attacking the fish is insane, but should attack the dock, definitely, if they don't have anywhere to place. To place their loot, then they're worthless. Yeah, and as long as the spear... No, spears are so bad against the keep. But attacking the farms and the trade would be so good. Oh no, that's so much siege that's going down for free. Oh man, Lewis sometimes does some really smart moves. I hadn't seen the 4 workshops. Man, the mangonels would have been so useful against the ball of range. Ball of archers, that is a big threat. A big threat to your spears, really. And the mangonels at this stage of the game are a very good good option, but yeah, but this is still so far away. If you're rallying here, this won't protect anything. Yeah, and I think the army has been overrun, and that's an expensive army, but a lot of workers have been killed on both sides here. Oh my, this is a lot of Dumbos. These Dumbos tank keep fire very well. Alright, the raids seem to be clear. Well, I don't know about leaving the Dumbos alone. No, don't go for the keep, mate! You're not gonna destroy this keep, not with hand cannoneers. One of the elephants goes down. These are so expensive. Alright, another trader goes. Only 2 traders left. Is Sam really not gonna try to protect them? Because, like, yeah, he does have quite a little bit of gold still. Yeah, he has this half gold, half large gold, and this full gold now. Yeah, but Lewis's army comp not really that good. There are not that many knights out there, though. Not that many. There's no knights out there. A cheeky switch to men-at-arms could actually be the play. Men-at-arms with House of Learning Tech? Yeah, that could definitely be the play, but I don't think Lewis is going to see it. Lewis is going to double down on, yeah, on spears and war elephants. I'm trying to get... Yeah, this whole army is just going to steamroll, and it's an army that covers what Lewis has really, really well. I don't think Lewis is in a good position right now. Looks fairly equal. If Lewis gets his mangonels out, then this whole thing... If Lewis has a good fight with those mangonels, then it's a different ball game completely. But yeah, but I'm not sure Lewis is going to be able to, especially since this is so much range. So much range. It's like 44 ranged units. Now we're getting knights back. Yeah, I think Sam is probably thinking a fight without knights. And then we make knights again. Then we're fighting a red palace like this. It's hurting my soul. This is just not gonna work. All of the spears are going down so easily. Oh wait, now the Dumbos are going down in like 3 shots. So much damage. How much damage is this? 63 damage per arbalest. What? That's insane. And now this absolute unit of a mass is fighting. But if, oh my god, this could actually lead into the greatest fight for Lewis. You could get so much value if the mangonels hit the range, and the range isn't prepared for it. Getting bombards as well. Going siege heavy right now. I don't mind. Siege would be weak to knights, but Sam is making knights only now. Trying to get his own cannons. Yeah, that's pretty good. Cannons are good at sniping out siege. So that attack is zeal. Oh my, going for the heal. He's not going for it, just looked at everything. But if he ends up getting scholars out on the field, he has 13 scholars, just get them all out of the mosques and try to fight with them. Your elephants will become quite powerful. Wow, he's double bagging here, just adding some stone walls. Trying to prevent those raids from ever happening again. And he's running out of mineable gold. No, he's not running out of mineable gold. No, he's leaving that defensive position, and Sam is gonna fight once he has like 4 or 5 cannons here. Or maybe just the 2 cannons could be enough. Yeah, keep on the other side. The Red Palace should be a no-go position. Stack the wall! Stack the wall! There you go! Stack the wall! Oh, the fish are gonna die. The fish are not really important right now, though. The siege... Oh, the siege has to stay behind. The artillery emplacements are so powerful. Yeah, there we go. That's a single cannon. He wasn't waiting for another cannon. He was waiting to max out. It's crazy. We're getting trade from Lewis as well. Cannon emplacement doesn't outrange the cannon, does it? But the cannon being out of position does. Oh no. Yeah, worthy sacrifice. Keeping this keep alive should be everything. And what you kind of really want is to force Sam to fight here.
Thanks for the raid.
No way one of these goes down.
20, and welcome you 26 lovely people.
Welcome, boy. Welcome. Welcome here to the stream. Streaming the joust. Welcome, raiders. Yeah, so Lewis losing a cannon to villagers, that's not great. Lewis trying to fight on 2 positions. And we're getting loads of buildings out here in the front. Oh, look at Sam using the remains of this keep here to guide his buildings. Yeah, I don't think he is. No, he's building a keep up there. It's gonna be, yes, late game siege warfare. Whoever wins the siege here should actually win the game. Both sides are going back and forth at this moment. Ooh, and now it's the bombard of Lewis that's kind of out of position. Oh, the mangonels are gonna come into play. They're gonna attack the spears, which is not entirely a huge mistake. You don't want to have the mangonels be too far forward. Sam notices and gets out. The keep is still so far away from being built, but you have this palisade wall. Yeah, and in the meantime, we're having some stop micro here. My god, the mangonels are good against palisade walls, who would have known. But if the mangonel ever touches this ranged army here from Sam, then it's gonna be devastating. Right, wasn't devastating out there. Kinda devastating out here. Oh, and the army from the rear, the knights from the rear. Oh, that cannon is gone. Now the mangonel gonna target the villagers. Wow, sacrificing a couple of mangonels to get the knights killed would actually not be a bad play here for Lewis, but Lewis needs to target the range, otherwise the mangonels go down. Oh, great fight for Sam! What a great fight! Still not over! Oh, great mangonel shots! Now only 2 mangies left. No army to speak of for Lewis other than the mangies. Where's the rest of the army? Down to 150 supply. Did Sam do it? That's still a defensive keep here on the sacred site. That's actually been repaired. Yeah, the army's still pretty good against the elephants. Elephant spear the whole game. Elephant spear ever since Castle Age. The elephants are not providing any good value. I've said before, Men-at-Arms could have been worth it. The Ghazi Raiders would definitely be worth having a few here now. Oh, and Lewis calls it. Lewis seeing the writings on the wall. Oh, and even a dock going up in his river. That's gonna be it for this game. No Boy Rental Cast? Yeah, we're still pretty late. Trying to catch up. They only have the one game here. I'm gonna take it as this being a 1-0 series. So how was the stream, boy? How was the stream? So yeah, Rental Boy was a week two series. I can actually go for that one. Oh, you memed Pleco when he that's so good. Oh, he probably was annoyed. Stream sniping and losing? That's a bit embarrassing. Why isn't chat working? Why isn't chat working? Or at least not appearing on the stream. Oh, you draw. Oh, with House of with Lancaster. Oh my. Holy crap! This is outdated. Yeah, let's leave this be. Yeah, that's a strategy people don't see all the time. Alright, it's at 60%. That feels so good. It's gonna get so much worse. It actually rained today over here. It's crazy seeing what's going on in the rest of Europe. at 40 Celsius, in a place that built houses for when it's cold. Yeah, 27 Celsius. Do you have work tomorrow? Or school? Because if you do, you're gonna go in there with like 4 hours of sleep. Yeah, I've been there. I have been there. Let's change the title of the stream now. It's outdated. It's, well, a lot of stuff is outdated. Is the stream running well? And this is stuck at 97%. Right, 99%. Come on, just finish installing game. Content servers unreachable. Alright, that's completed. Oh my god, Steam's so ass sometimes. This is the best we have. Alright, let's get that going. Oh, so tomorrow you won't be able to complain, right? Today's the only really hot day out there. If only that were true. Ah, man, but Dutch houses are usually ovens, because if they're not, then you can't live when it's regular temperature. I'm gonna gamble on this account. Yeah, that's success. Let's go. Let's get that series going. Thank you everybody for waiting. That was like 5 minutes or so.
Thank you for the follow, Bart Fasti.
Yo, Bart Fasty, thank you for the follow. Don't tell me. Yeah, that's the alerts on top. Very amateur, my part. Right, they are now. Yeah, but thank you for the follow anyway. I've been doing mostly joust lately, but I do want to get some ranked games and playing other games as well. welcome everybody to this beautiful series we're gonna have here. This is gonna be Rental in the color teal. Sorry, this is cyan. People do get upset about that. Playing as the Macedonians. Boy, do we know which build the Macedonians want to go for now. And here in the color pink, it is Boy playing as the Ayyubids. The Ayyubids are a little bit more of a wild card lately. Players have been trying to figure out how to play using other strategies. This is Land Mega Random. Going over the map real quick here. You have on the south area, like the south and the southwest. We have these mountains here. This one more in the west side. With a trade post right here in the corner. If the players scout this, could be dangerous. We almost get a full screen full of mountain here. Not quite. This is a massive patch though. This cuts the field by like a quarter. This is a quarter of the total map. Just like useless land. These two stones here could also be quite problematic for Rental. But Rental shouldn't have a problem with that. Rental will possibly have a problem with these two golds though. But his main gold is here on the other side, so that's fine. Oh my, going advancement, his boy. Falling completely out of the gold. No, we picked up 30 gold. Right? Picked up 30 gold without me noticing. Yeah, but look at Rental. Rental already on the deer. That doesn't pick up survival techniques. I know this is a build order he's got, but survival techniques is so good. Let's go over at the points of interest. Only 4 points of interest this game, not like the 8 or 10 that we usually get. There's the ancient Stala or Steel. I don't know. Someone tell me how to pronounce this. Yeah, you can research ancient knowledge, and you do that multiple times. 5% military unit health. Can go pretty hard, having more HP on our units. They can survive an extra, all of them can survive an extra attack. That can be a big advantage. You have Lost Ronin. The Ronin are pretty good. I know we have 6 of them. I was blind to these two. This is a merchant camp. This one is so good. You get these free resources, 15 wood, food, and gold a minute. Abandoned outpost, a little bit less important. Also have a merchant's camp here close to Rental's base. 2 actually, 2 of them, so the map is a little bit unfair. Usually it's wild but fair, and really benefits the player who scouts better, but this time it didn't. Yeah, boy, going for the very fast. Getting a stable down at 3 minutes is so fast. We're gonna get a unit coming out at like French timing. Which is insane on the part that French gets that stable as a landmark, and that in itself is their big advantage. They can get the knight out so fast. We're gonna get I think it's gonna be, looking at the macro, it's gonna be a desert raider. It's gonna be out so fast. Rental should be building this hippodrome with some urgency. Yeah, there we go. There's a desert raider. I do think, boy, let's switch over to his camera here. Oh, going right for the deer. He knows about this. Yeah, but Rental doesn't. Rental, if he scouts, he knows it's advancement. Yeah, and he's scouting now, so that's pretty good. It's still, this is 5 seconds away. It's 4 minute 10 to get a unit out. This is so crazy. And if Rental pulls back, oh, he's gonna take the time to kill the sheep. Oh no, boy, you need to move. You need to move. There we go. There's the urgency I was talking about. Getting that hippodrome down, getting a stronghold as well down. Yeah, but this is dead. This is dead. But Rental cannot afford to lose villagers in this this game here, and so early. It'll be down so much. Getting a few horsemen, that's good. No, this villager. These villagers are still here, all right, but the stronghold goes up. If this villager is gonna survive by the skin of his teeth, he's gonna survive with 2 health. No, he actually survives on 8 health. Wow, and the Desert Trader survives too. The Horsemen as well. Horsemen are not that good against Desert Raiders, even though, yeah, Desert Raiders do counter them. The big advantage, though, is the speed for Horsemen and the, yeah, so I'm thinking Rental is gonna try to do the fast imp here. So you got a scout for free, Hippodrome Scout. The scout do torch damage from nearby units. So definitely shouldn't be fighting this. If we're starting to get into outnumbered situations, then yeah, the Horsemen are gonna be better, but the Desert Raiders are usually the better unit than the Horsemen, but they're also more expensive. On a resource versus resource scout, I don't think the Desert Raiders are that worth it, but their versatility is just so good. Yeah, and Rental is actually gonna miss out on both his merchant camps. That's just nuts. And there's a tower on the gold already, protected by Desert Raiders too. Yeah, there's not gonna be anything for him to attack. What? You're killing your opponent's wolf! Survives on 2 HP though. Could be enough to do something. Now Rental has 2 scouts. Yeah, Rental could try to get that, but there's so many good resources for Boy. Boy, I think he's trying to age up here. I do wonder what he ages up with. I could see the Yatabag. The advisors here, the Yatabag could be pretty good. I could also see reinforcement, just so that he can build siege. Yeah, Boy as well, though, is so close to aging up, and considering he made 4 Desert Raiders, one of them died, don't forget about that. He's actually in a good position. Wow, Boy sees that. What is Boy trying to do here? Oh, Boy knows about this. This is a good fight for Boy. I don't think Rental can win. Yeah, the Hippodrome Scout, as good as it is, it's not quite a... The Desert Raider can get a full hit. Very nasty full hit, by the way. Before Rental can even attack back. We're getting some Varangian Guard. I pretty much like them. We're gonna get Industry. Industry, alright. That's 900 wood and 400 stone for free. They build stuff much faster as well. Oh, Rental making so many Varangian Guards. I was not really expecting that. But Boy's aging up. Boy's gonna have the solution to this problem. So these early Varangian Guard, they got 4 melee armor, but only 2 ranged armor. So they're gonna be good against the ranged portion of these Desert Raiders, but they didn't have a lot of ranged attack. So I don't think that would have been a good solution either. But Boy aging up is gonna have access to crossbowmen, and they pretty much decimate these... these Varangian Guards. They do more than decimate. According to the... I think at the time it was still... Decimation would have been still used. Excuse me. So from a lore perspective, the Macedonian dynasty didn't actually get too involved in Ayyubid affairs. They coexisted. They coexisted there, but Ayyubids were controlling Egypt. The Macedonian dynasty was, of course, the dynasty that controlled the Eastern Roman Empire. Ooh, attempt of a raid, but oh, look at that! Only a few unranged and the 2 melee. That's really good usage there of the Ghazi raid, of the Desert raid. Alright, you got Golden Age Tier 1, so villagers gather rate is much faster. Yeah, Rental trying to be an annoying little bastard. Ooh, attacking early enough. Like, Boy aged up just now. And if Boy keeps doubling down on the Desert Raiders, this could go not so great for him. Where did he spend that? Oh, he spent the stone here! No, what a big mistake. He gets the stone back, though. That's pretty good. Oh, Boy here in the pickle. Doubling down on stables as well. And there are a lot of A lot of Varangian Guard. Oh, but the Varangian Guard fighting into the town center, they do not have a lot of... oh, they do have the ranged armor now. After the upgrade. Oh, but still, fighting under the defenses. The Varangian Guard are not good enough to fight here. Yeah, and Boy's gonna sell the stone. Well, Varangian Guard are good, but not that good. Oh, they almost do it. There are some Desert Raiders that are very low, but now they're Camel Lancers. Yeah, Boy really likes playing with these knights, and with the movement they have, that's pretty great. And after this is dealt with, yeah, Rental is screwed. Rental needed to be close to aging up. Instead, he's stuck in Feudal Age, making Arcade Master. I'm pretty sure the Norse people everywhere just had a stroke. But they have their spearmen. There are a few Varangian Guard. Yeah, these are hardened at least, so they have the plus 20 bonus damage. Yeah, they're still a good army though for Rental. Rental wins this fight. Oh, one of those Camel Lancers is gonna die for free? No, it's not gonna die for free. Yeah, it does die for free. But not a great engagement out of Boy there. So Rental not in a bad position, but also not in a great position either. It's still very even. Rental though needs to age up ASAP, and he's trying to do it, but took him a while. Had to make a bunch of spears. I don't think that was the pre-planned strategy. Dived in too hard. He needed to maintain the army. If he had maintained that army and reactively made spearmen, or whatever the name is, that would have been so much better for him. Boy selling the stone, I think, was a good play, and he really needed it. He's getting stone now as well. I do think this is for a keep. Keep somewhere where there's some gold would have been great. Getting a very forward Golden Horn Tower. That is a great Golden Horn Tower if it goes up. Ooh, this is... yeah, fight Rental doesn't want to take, but he's not committing any army here. He's committing a few horsemen. Oh, that's a Radari though. Radari would have been great, but sacrificing the Radari to save the rest of the army is pretty good. Ooh, the army needs to defend because they need to defend the Golden Horn Tower. The villagers being on the outside is kind of killing me. Because it definitely would have mattered. Yeah, and we're getting scale barney here. I love that. These techs are so good. And costing silver can be a bit of a detriment here with this strategy. Yeah, Boy finally can get those deer that he wanted the whole game. He doesn't have farms yet because he collected these berries. Now would have been the time he would have made farms if he doesn't have access to this area here. Golden Horn Tower goes up in the nick of time. Golden Horn Tower, I think it fires crossbowmen emplacements. Yeah, but Boy knows the Golden Horn Tower isn't everywhere else. But that's a damn good Golden Horn Tower. And as I've said, the mountains here in the south of the map, they take over like a quarter of the map, so it's a small map. A small map. Units won't run everywhere. I'm really trying to see here where these Camel Lancers are going to go. These are all Camel Lancers. There are no Desert Raiders in this army. Or anywhere for that matter. Yeah, they have 4 ranged armor. They can dive the town center. Rental has to be so careful, but Rental has no villagers. Or next to no villagers under the TC working. So you wouldn't really have that problem going. But this is going to be a problem. And we have the first charge. Oh, good defensive play. Is this going to be enough? I don't think it is. Oh, it was enough to save them. Oh, this villager is going to die. That's going to be the first worker kill of the game. No, it's going to be these 3 guys. Rental doesn't even try to save them. He's probably doing something else here. Good raid from Boy. Even though he did lose... no, he didn't lose anybody. This is a great raid. Took 3 villagers for free. If he heals them with the dervishes, then he's in a really good spot. Boy, though, I think he has to double down on the units he's making. He's making loads of Ridari here. Man, he really needs to go to Imp to be able to use the silver he's accumulating, but Boy won't let him. This is the Desert Raider upgrade. He's gonna start making Desert Raiders in here. Getting the free crossbowman too from the Golden Horn Tower. The Hippodrome Radar. I really like Rental has the army count advantage, and he has the upgrade advantage. But Boy's gonna get the tempo from him so much easier, especially if he collects relics, and he's on 2+1, so there are only 4 relics here because sometimes you have the landmark, not the landmark, what's the name? The point of interest that spawns relics. This merchant camp is not taken. Rental just lost so many resources. Okay, the steer is also getting taken. That's pretty nice. Right here in the mountains. This is open. This is open, though. That's land Megarandom for you. Yeah, look at the Rental trying to close down the walls. Finally gets a unit back. So going back here to the destroyed value, getting a little bit closer. That first engagement of the Varangian Guard really loads of destroyed value for Rental. For Boy against Rental. Now actually I'm very curious to see how the Desert Raider are going to make a difference here. Because these Desert Raiders now being veteran, I think veteran Desert Raiders are where they peak in their strength. Obviously their feudal versatility is very good, but in Castle Age, you can get a mass of them. The ranged attack actually deals some damage. Yeah, nice little raid here. There's a second town center from Boy, so that stone is for the town center. Ooh, the Dervish even gets Secret Sight. That's very interesting. The Secret Sights are very good at generating gold. Don't forget that. Okay, Rental is on his way to Imp. He needs about an... Ooh, no, he's not. No, he's not. He just spent all of his food. On more Ridari. Ridari are a pretty good unit, I get that. But, Imp would have been so much more powerful, and the game is very even. I don't think Boy would have killed Rental if Rental goes Imp right now. But staying in Castle Age is not the end of the world, as long as Rental doesn't just sit idly by and let Boy play his game. I think staying in Castle Age can have its merits. But Boy is booming very hard here. He's also going to be... Oh, he's adding even more stables. It's going to be Desert Raider all the way. Boy also getting all of his upgrades, so soon he might even be out upgrading Rental. For his credit, is using his silver very well. Yeah, healing with the Dervishes, healing the expensive Camel Lancers. We're starting to see the play develop a little bit here. Don't tell me Rental is not going to be able to get the Sacred Sight or... Well, but at least the Dervish is trapped until the wall gets destroyed. But the western corner of the map is Boy's. Boy will be able to access the resources. Yeah. No, decap! Oh, he is decapping. Alright, he's decapping the Sacred Sight. Sacred Sight's had a lot of gold. So if we go here, like 100 res per minute on one Sacred Sight, 240 for 3 relics. So, Sacred Sight is worth more than a relic in terms of gold accumulated. Rental could easily have these 2 Sacred Sights, but he's not even trying. That's what's surprising me. Rental has enough gold to do it. Definitely has. Yeah, rental not yet on farms, so that's going to be a bit of a concern in like 5 minutes or so. For the time being, yeah, rental is accumulating a lot of good army around the Golden Horn Tower. The relic is just shining like a diamond here. Yeah, rental is sitting idly violating boy play. This is not a good way to stay in Castle Age. What is that tag? On fire. Rankin Garden Badari. Increased damage. Damage by 3. Yeah, boy's trying to do something while rental is trying to do nothing. For rental, I think it's much worse because boy's getting stronger and stronger as time goes along, where rental is staying at exactly the same power level. The only way this works out well for boy is if boy manages to get, for rental, excuse me, if rental manages to get a very good and not almost decisive, but a definite win. Oh, boy's edging up first. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. 7 Desert Raiders immediately and then every 2 minutes. That's crazy. And don't forget, these Radari are going to get heavily nerfed. On the side of boy, though, I think he suspects that there are going to be loads of crossbowmen because of the Golden Horn Tower. But the rest is the Macedonian equivalent of Knight Spear. Because rental is still staying on Castle Age with 2,000 gold in the bank. That he's accumulating loads of gold to get silver. That much is clear as day. And that's how everybody plays Macedonian. But also they want to age up as fast as possible. Because first of all, their imp, the landmark going to imp is just that good. Or you can spend silver on making cataphracts. That's just so good. But also they get so much stack advantage by being an imp. They're not really using it. Rental finally moving out. Like, this army is just so... I don't know, I still think boy's army kind of loses this. But the ability to get Desert Raiders into ranged mode and to whittle down the spears, as hilarious as it is, actually might be why boy's making so many of them. But the fact that it's... like, it also allows them to build siege weapons, which could solve boy's eventual problem of floating wood. Which everybody, even the pros, eventually did end up doing, but... and they don't need to build as much. For the time being, we even have... oh my god, Bugmaster, really? Because is Rental playing with so much incomplete information? Does he think there are spears here? Oh, and he's fighting now that boy is aged up. Which actually would have been a good play. Alright, so the spears are in front, but we have all of the Desert Raiders in ranged mode. Yeah, and all of these Radari, oh, so many upgrades and only 27 attack. Yeah, good micro from boy here, keeping these Desert Raiders. They have 11 bow damage, which isn't terrible, but right now you could switch them all to melee and just try to win the fight. Yeah, also, fight under the towers. Yeah, that's fighting under the towers is not entirely bad, but double the army count. Something I wasn't noticing until just now. Double the army count for Rental. Wow, is Rental actually going to be able to win this? Yeah, Desert Raiders without the upgrade, not the greatest unit out there. Yeah, but as elite, they should deal... ooh, but like in range, yeah, they're not going to be that great. Fighting in the city, though, not great for melee units. As we always keep saying here in the channel, so these archers are going to have an absolute field day. Yeah, boy, definitely needs to swap these over to ranged. Wow, and the units from Rental, mostly Radari, so as soon as the TC attacks the Radari, then it's great. Also a ton of archers, so that's fine as well. Seems like Rental has got this in the bag. 54 against 5, so as long as he for now camps underneath the production, then he should be good.
Thank you for the follows.
Oh, on earth did that lose?
2377.
Yeah, and that's game. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, mate, and Yeah, that's game number 1 going to rental in a very surprising fashion. Alright, mate, thank you for the follow. I hope you're enjoying the stream. So, boy, yeah, 20 eco and 3 relic difference, and still less army. I really have no idea how you lost that fight so decisively. That should have been a fight you even. This Iobit sucks ass. Well, that's your perspective. It's F tier. My goodness. All the pros say it? Well, I guess so. Alright, welcome to game number 2. Rental up 1-0 from the previous game's victory. And this is King of the Hill. Rental playing as Bruce. Why smell like Kremlin drop? Maybe not. On the other side here in the color pink, boys with the Malians. Going for the collecting wood, straggler trees. Going for the pit mine first. A lot of players go for the houses first. I am a sucker for a pit mine first, getting the gold as early as you can. Let's see how many houses boy goes for, because we've seen players go for only 6 houses. 4 houses was the original theory as the best setup. Because you got feudal like right in the nick of time. And it was the fastest feudal, but then you spent so long getting the next few houses, might as well get more gold in Dark Age and have a better feudal going for you. But we've seen players do 6 houses, we've seen players go for 8 houses, and we've seen players go for 8 houses and the mining camp of the full setup in Dark Age before anything goes. So we'll see what happens in here. Nice hunting cabin here for rental. Of course, the hunting cabin right by the outside forest. Going over the map, you have the center here with this single sacred site. So Delhi at some point was theorized as being the best here. They're not really that good. They gain a lot of tempo, but you lose fuel if you go for the sacred site. Yeah, but also here in the middle, 2 massive gold veins. Usually there are 2 massive stones in the center, but only 1 this game. Or this generation. 2 deer patches on the outer edge, on the outer mountain here. There are also 2 deer right on the outside, and you have this massive tree line on the outside of the map. Back in the olden days, you were able to keep chopping the trees and build those mining camps. No, not the mining camps, the hunting cabins right in the center here. That would be massive gold generation. Kind of worth the time. Alright, rental definitely going for a pro scouts build. We'll see if that ends up paying off. Boy going for the 6 house setup. Only picking up food, but as you can see, he's floating a little bit of gold. That gold is going to be important down the line. As he starts spending it, that gold's going to be... That's going to be like 50 or 80 gold extra that he's going to have compared to the other build of the 4 houses. That was theorized early on and when Malians got released. So I see. Maybe he's not going pro... Imagine rental not going pro scouts, but going instead to destroy the houses. That would be such a terrible usage of the scouts here. But interestingly though, Boy is winning the sheep battle. It's even though it's 4-1 scouts. Boy scouting before those scouts got made was pretty good. And yeah, if anyone's playing the me saying scouting drinking game, you better watch out, mate. Right, we're getting a Manza Quarry. Nobody builds the tower landmark anymore, and definitely understand why, even in this situation. Ooh, 2 houses definitely gonna get burned down, maybe even more, but yeah, boy already with 180 gold in the bank. It's so much gold. Already out. Alright, so boy here, I don't think he's trying to legitimately fight this. I think he's just trying to get the scouts off his homes. Off of these huts. They're now houses now. Yeah, getting that stable, and this should be sofa. Boy might not have enough food. Really get a lot of sofa going. Oh, you're gonna rebuild the house. Oh, he's gonna try to rebuild the house. They rebuild faster than the scouts deal damage. Boy has to be careful. He doesn't want to lose the scout. Even though he almost does. But he doesn't lose this house, which is pretty good. Oh, what? This is... Oh, what a Kremlin. What a missed opportunity to drop the Kremlin in the middle. This Kremlin is good, right? You're gonna build this lumber camp, it's gonna generate a lot of wood. So you either get enough workers to get the wood you wanted to anyway, or you get a lot of archers, and that's good economy to get them. Let's see exactly what rental goes for. He even goes for the upgrade, which indicates to me, with the 13 workers, that he does get a lot of workers. We are gonna get a scout battle. Yeah, and these are warrior scouts, they're upgraded scouts. It's crazy, they have... Oh, man, boy, making warrior scouts, that's something you don't see every day, and now you can finally finish out this setup. And yeah, not really what boy wanted to do, I suppose. Yeah, but he's gonna get now pro scouts. And the rental should have enough resources for pro scouts in a second. He's gonna be down 1 scout already. He's probably gonna be down 2 scouts. No, I think the 3rd scout there, the one low HP, survives. We're gonna get double stable, double knight production. Donzo are pretty good. They might be the better spears in the game, apart from Ayubids and Abbasids that have the extra range. Oh, the 3rd scout does die. Oh, that's so terrible. Rentals. Strategy definitely got a wedge. Oh, these scouts, don't forget they are warrior scouts. They're not Dark Age scouts. Yeah, boy can actually fight the scouts here. He can't fight the knight, but he can fight the scouts. That's a nice little win for him. Oh, can boy fight 5-on-1? I think he can. Oh, is he gonna steal them? Oh, he can. He already has professional scouts. So you can do this. I think this doesn't count as being on the same tile. It would have been crazy if it was. Yeah, boy now making Donzo. How many barracks though? A single barracks. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe trying to not overcommit. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, getting survival techniques. Such a relatively cheap tech compared to the absolute massive payoff we're gonna get. Yeah, this is definitely not a fight the boy wants to take. These scouts, don't forget, they heal back up. Yeah, but I think the first Donzo shifts the fight here for boy. The rental has to escape. But 2 knights here as the 1 knight has reinforcement. He kills the scout, the Donzo first, and maybe he can take it. Yeah, but the second Donzo out here as well. Yeah, boy's gonna barely win this fight. Yeah, rental wisely pulls back. You don't want to lose these knights. These are very expensive units, whereas the units boy's making, yeah, I can just keep on making these. Ooh, rental retreating to his deer. Don't think that was a great play. Yeah, but he's gonna retreat back into his reinforcements, but it's gonna be costly. Well, trying to fight with the workers, this isn't StarCraft. Even though it's kind of working out for him. Losing at least one knight in the process, should lose two. Yeah, not a great fight for Rental. Getting loads of archers. Archers is good. Definitely, in the short term, archers are definitely good. Yeah, but Boy's about to age up, and those Castle Age Sofas with the upgrades, they are one of the better units in the game. Yeah, only 3 knights. Just very short on the scales here. We're gonna have a Farimba garrison. It's gonna go up here in the foot of the hill. We're getting these tiny skirmishes where barely anybody's getting any damage, but the activity is very important to at least keep Rental honest. And right now, Rental just showed the archers. And the show of the archers is very important. So if I'm Rental here, so number one, I want to see what Boy makes out of the Farimba. I want to scout if it's Farimba. Being at 10 minutes, yeah, should be Farimba, right? With making units, the setup for the Falani Corral should take a little bit longer. But also, I want to see which unit comes out here. We know here in the armchair that these are freeborn warriors, but they could not be. They could be like Musafani could also be very good against knights. Oh, great raid from Rental. He kills the first villagers of the game. Kills the first for his villagers. Oh, but he's gonna lose at least a knight. Boy using the villagers as a shield. Trying to lose as little as possible while getting loads of hits, and he's being successful. That was very good micro from Boy. But he knows now that he has to leave the area. And he will not be able to get anything else out of that position. Boy, though, he got professional scouts, and he's not using it, so that's... Pro Scouts is very expensive. Something he needs to be aware of in the future. Rental, though, couldn't be further from aging up, only at 120 food, and he doesn't seem to be in the way of doing so. Yeah, and if we get to the Freeborn Warriors here, yeah, Freeborn Warriors are terrible against knights, but they are so good against archers. Oh my god, the javelins almost killed that knight. Hands down. Yeah, now the knights should die, and the Freeborn Warrior out there too, then these archers... Yeah, they're never going to be obsolete as long as there are Donzo in the fight, but... yeah, Rental had to micro them, and he kind of failed. Wow, game not going well at all for Rental. Now it's late, but there was a point where he could have aged up and tried to get horse archers. Definitely too late now. I think he has to commit. He has to find a way to defend, and eventually, under the larger economy of like a 15 or 16 minute game, maybe he can do something, but he sees the writing on the wall, and that's an even series. Oh yeah, he was losing workers out here on the deer, and I think he was running out of food. So see you in game 3. What an interesting game. What an interesting game. Oh, you canceled Pro Scouts. Oh, you canceled right at the end, because I saw Pro Scouts being very, very close to getting researched. So that's why you didn't get any deer. Welcome to game number 3, the deciding game of the series. We're gonna have in this beautiful Danube River, it is gonna be Boy in the color pink playing as Azushi's Legacy, the wrong player there, and playing as a Scion. going to be Rental Beast playing as the House of Lancaster. The House of Lancaster, very lowly rated lately. Ever since they reworked how the manners work, they're really, really weak right now. But on hybrid maps, they can be quite powerful because their water remained untouched, and their water upgrade makes their ships really, really good. Some of the best in the whole game, if you ask me. If you're on the other side, both players going for water. We just saw it today. If you're watching this on YouTube later, then it won't make any sense. But we watched earlier the series between Lewis and Sam, and one of the players went water, and he still lost the game. But out here, both players are going water, so that's going to be... It's not going to be a non-factor, obviously, but going water versus not going water is not going to be the deciding factor. So I don't really have any trivia for this matchup. The House of Lancaster, I don't really think interacted with China. I could absolutely be wrong, because this area is definitely the one I know least about. But I do think the House of Lancaster never really interacted with Zushi, and China was at a time where it was the renaissance of China. They weren't really... They were trading along the Silk Route, but close to them. The Zushi was probably before the Mongol Empire, right? The Mongol Empire lasts almost into the Discovery era. Back when China was back to being a massive power in the region again. Going back into this match here, explaining Danube River a little bit, you have this massive stealth forest. We have the single sacred site here in this island. No golds, though, in the island. Usually there's one gold. On the Lewis vs. Sam game, there were 2 golds, and there's 2 stones. 2 big stones. The features are always in the map, though. You have 2 boars in the island. I'm assuming this is the river itself. The Danube River looks like a sea at times. It's definitely very wide and carries a lot of water in it. You have here on the outside, you have a sacred site close to the wall. Can't fight from the water, but the water could be supportive if the fight happens under these cliffs. There are 2 trading posts out here in the corners. I could definitely see Rental make use of the trade posts and play a very defensive game. But I don't think that's really what House of Lancaster wants to do. Going back to the game, a very slow Dark Age, nobody really wanting to attack, they just want to get set up with their fish. Trying to age up eventually. It looks like Rental is going to get the lag up on that age up, being slow. Actually, with... oh, boy has some idle time on his town center, which is very atypical. Yeah, this is just scouting. Yeah, so Rental, let's see what Rental knows. Rental knows, yeah, he knows the dock, which is what's important right now. We're gonna get an Abbey of Kings. The Abbey of Kings, of course. You can ordain Lords of Lancaster. And we're gonna get a Jungling Tower. So the Zushi was recently, like a month ago at this point, at the time of recording. They got reworked. Everybody's going Jungling Tower first to really get a lag up on the free units. Trying to get those units as quickly as possible. Where before you wanted to get the free resources, so you went with the meditation gardens. On the other hand, looks like Rental stopped temporarily at 4 fishing ships. Now gonna add more. Very interesting game strategically looks like we're gonna have here. I don't quite know what House of Lancaster can do on Danube River, on a map that's... You'll have to fight in 2 fronts usually. And they really want to keep their armies together, that's where their strength lies. Being very infantry-based. Usually infantry-based. People have figured out how to I'll have to try and go with knights with him. Looks like the boy hasn't made any changes. It's gonna be 4 spearmen, 3 horses. Yeah, we're gonna get a range first. Looks like it's Juggernaut. Juggernaut should be okay at beating out the Lords of Lancaster. Even though these are men-at-arms. These are not, these are kind of men-at-arms. So they have loads of ranged armor, which doesn't help. Doesn't really help Juggernaut. That's all Zushi has. They don't even get archers. I really want to see Juggernaut's stats, but Juggernaut are a very good unit. Anyways, especially early in the game. The longer the game goes, and units start having loads of armor, like with upgrades, and you get knights and everything, they start losing a little bit of their power. But at this stage of the game, they are one of the better units in the game. We're getting a stable as well, so this looks like it's horsemen. Rental reacting very interestingly. Horsemen are not really. Double stable as well. That's dangerous now. Maybe overcommitting before even knowing what's going on. Oh, and boy makes a barracks. I completely imagined this being spears. Yeah, they're gonna be sorry. This is gonna be Hobblar because that's their replacement. They do cost gold. They're cheaper than the regular horsemen. They cost gold. There's the Lord of Lancaster, 2 ranged armor. I think it's 4 in a ranged attack. Yeah, that they have, so it's 2 damage a shot. For 3 times. I often make the argument that ranged armor and ranged damage are the most impactful when you're dealing with Juggernaut on one side or on both sides. In here, ranged armor would slap. Oh, he's making, yeah, boy's making palace guards. Yeah, and he changed here to city yard, so it's... Yeah, the palace guard is a good unit. Somewhat overlooked at times. It's a little bit... I think it has less HP than the regular men-at-arms. But it is faster, so... Tactically, it might be a better unit. On a direct head-to-head confrontation on equal resources, it loses to men-at-arms. Oh my, a 3 HP scout. It's gonna... No, it's not gonna make it back home. Hobblars are just too fast. And we already have a massive Hobblar. Rental has to be careful, but oh my, he has walls. How many ranged armor do they have? They have 3 ranged armor. These Juggernaut are not gonna deal any damage. Wouldn't be surprised if boy makes a change to Spearman, even though I do think Palace Guards are the optimal unit here. Oh my god, a fishing ship dies. That's terrible. That's terrible. Boy, definitely behind at this moment. So many Hobblar. Yeah, rental messing Hobblar. Once you start getting a massive... We're not gonna get that massive count of Juggernaut, but we are gonna get a massive count of Palace Guards. And Palace Guards, I think... Yeah, they're definitely better than Hobblar at roughly the same cost. I'm gonna see their cost here, because... Yeah, it's roughly the same cost. A little bit more expensive. But I still think, especially with maybe a few micro poorly, then maybe they win this. But thinning out the Hobblar count is definitely very important. Yeah, Palace Guards is so tanky. Oh, no way, and the Palace Guards are definitely going to win. Where the hell is the Lord of Lancaster? It's still at home. Rental's not using the Lord, would definitely have been helpful. Yeah, and Palace Guards are just going to win. It's just a winning combination here. I don't... Rental should double down, right? Yeah, 75-20. Yeah, I guess 90-25. So Palace Guards are definitely slightly more expensive than the Hobblar. But still, what does Rental do now? Yeah, now he's making more Lords of Lancaster. It would have been so helpful in the last fight. Yeah, we have 2 Lords of Lancaster. Yeah, now it's too late. Boy is a massive army count lead. What's the speed? 138. That's pretty good. Yeah, definitely much faster than the Lord of Lancaster. It's just, but it's quite slower. Yeah, I get it's quite slower than the Hobilars. It would be a shame if they weren't. Alright, we're gonna get loads of Earl's Guards here with the White Tower protecting this area. Very conservative from Rental, but he's also at a massive disadvantage, and aging up definitely is the only solution here. Even though aging up, of course, opens up the possibility that boy can do something while they're aging up, but also not aging up is guaranteed defeat if Rental would have doubled down on making his units. We're gonna get a Mount Lou Academy. Federal officials collect tax twice as often, don't really understand what that means in game turns. Also collects 20% of taxes as food. Sounds like the medieval church. The medieval Christian church. So, but yeah, Randall definitely missing out on a lot of tempo, trying to age up, but so is Boy, because he... Oh, Boy actually aged up first, that's nuts, and that's just gonna show how fast these Chinese units, Chinese and their variants, build stuff. So we're getting more barracks. I do suspect we have the upgrade. There we go. Castle Age Palace Guards. Oh, it's gonna be so hard for Rental to deal with. Earl's Guards are the solution. I do think Earl's Guards, if he can get a comparable number, I think Rental can win, but you can even see the difference in scores. It's just... There's no chance. There's no chance, right? All Boy needs to do is wait for the upgrade to kick in and just go. Oh, there's a galley. The galley is gonna delay. It's a nice delay tactic. Yeah, you're dead. Yeah, the White Tower being here in the back. Gonna get more of these Earl's Guards. So let's see the description here. They throw daggers. Potentially, they don't deal other types of. Oh, very good fight for Rental here, though. As good as he could have hoped for here in the city. You can see loads of Palace Guards just not fighting, not being able to participate. And under the defenses and everything, this is as good as Rental could have hoped for. So many Earl's Guards here, I think he's going to be able to defend. The Jugunu need to attack the right units. They're feudal Jugunu. They're going to be very... Yeah, they're distracting units. Okay, that's fine. My goodness, boys, reinforcing so fast. Boys, just reinforcing so fast. Look at the conga line. There's a demo ship. This demo ship is only going to trigger one unit. The Lords of Lancaster are all gone. Yeah, Rental not making any. The Lords of Lancaster were keeping him alive. Boy realizing he needs to pull back. He's going to try to fight away from the town center, but most importantly, where the economy is. Yeah, that's more workers down. I said the Earl's Guards were a good pick. Never got enough of them, unfortunately, for Rental. And these, yeah, so many in production here. He could actually make more barracks and keep this production going. At least one more barracks, right? Ideally, even two more. Yeah, but still, so many reinforcements out of Boy, and he's making crossbowmen too. The crossbowmen are definitely gonna end this game. Like, Rental has 15 on queue. He's building more barracks. I like that. It's too little, too late. Gambled on winning the fight to the Hobilar, and the Hobilar running better than the Palace Guards. Yeah, only a 9-worker difference. 8-worker, excuse me. Considering all of the fighting that's been going on. Ooh, taking down the production. Usually wouldn't make as big of a difference as it's gonna make here, but yeah, Rental already has no army, and he's got a lot of production in queue. Yeah, it's really not what Rental wanted, I'm sure. Yeah, Rental making a last stand, the no Lords of Lancaster. You know, but I could see what The Rock was cooking. I don't hate what Rental did here, just... Boy executed his game plan a little bit better, because I don't think either game plan countered the other necessarily. Like these Palace Guards now have double ranged armor, don't they? Yeah, they have double ranged armor, and that's it for Boy. Boy calls it. Especially with the cross moment, those Earl's Guards would have been terrible. And that's the series. Boy takes it, and I'll catch you in the next video. Alright, thank you for watching that. That was a nice series. So let's send the stream somewhere else. Really want to send you guys somewhere? I don't know where to send you though. Yeah, let's go raid Ruinous Throw. Alright, peace out, fellas. Make sure I get the name right. Yeah, that's it. Alright, peace out, fellas. Take care. Thank you for the games, for the people that I got casted, and peace out. See ya.